Now, breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
Severe storm cleanup. Crews are working to remove tree limbs after lightning struck, taking out power for Raleigh residents. Where the efforts stand now.
And shooting investigations. We are following two of them this morning, one in Raleigh and one in Fayetteville. The information we have so far.
And unfortunately, radar is a lot quieter across our area. Some isolated storms today. I'll break down the timing of those storms coming up.
Major park closures. Some state parks in our area are not accepting visitors this weekend. Why park officials say recent storm damage is a safety risk right now. Got to get some of that cleaned up before they can allow folks back. And we're right on top of the weekend as well, so that's not great news. We do have a beautiful picture behind us here at 6 a.m., right? I'm Jeff Hogan. Thanks for making us part of your day.
And I'm Renee Chu. I suppose it's Mother Nature's way of saying Friday, right? After a very long week of lots of weather. Let's get to meteorologist Grant Skinner with a look at what we can expect this weekend. At least today, fewer storm chances for sure.
Yes, fortunately, a lot lower of a rain chance today. Even tomorrow, just some isolated showers and storms. The rain chances will eventually pick up again. I'll let you know when to expect that. But you can see on Dual Doppler 5000, it is quieter across our area. A few wind reports across the region. Wake County, a couple of wind reports just from some trees down. We had some power outages as well last night. Quieter this morning, though. Lower rain chances throughout this morning. You can see on radar, it is quiet all across our area. Maybe a couple of brief showers just offshore. More of the storms are way offshore, just to the east. So we'll track this morning, lingering cloud cover, warm and humid conditions as well, mid-70s with some lingering clouds. And otherwise, it'll be pretty quiet throughout the course of the first part of the day. And then by the afternoon, a better chance for some isolated showers and storms. By better, I only mean by 10-20% across our area. So not a super high rain chance today. The rain chances will stay pretty isolated throughout the rest of the today and also the start of the weekend.
Grant, at 6:01, Raleigh police still working that crash right now, right there on South Wilmington Street. It's not far from Rush Street, not far from the Sam's Club there, but not really affecting your commute this morning. It's really just damage only, so it's probably off to the side of the road. All the major routes, including here at I-40 and Rock Quarry Road, completely delay-free. Still very light traffic to report on this Friday morning. So you're getting ready to head out the door, though. Tune us in on the radio. We've got you covered. 101.5 HD3.
Ken, thank you. Power is back on for hundreds in Raleigh after a lightning strike hit a tree. WRAL's Ali Kadlubar is there live on Polk Street, where the remnants of that tree still visible, but I can see the cleanup crews are on it behind you.
Yes, Renee, city cleanup crews just showed up here within the past 30 minutes. We see 3 trucks are out here. They are working to clean up this mess right here. It's actually in front of Raleigh Little Theater. Definitely waking up some residents who possibly didn't get a lot of sleep last night because they were without power for about 9 hours. But take a look at this video from the WRAL Breaking News Tracker. Crews were out here for several hours last night working to restore power. This is after a lightning bolt hit a tree, split it, and one of the branches then burst onto the street and pulled down utility lines, causing quite a mess here on Polk Street. Now, we also followed the linemen down to another downed tree. This one knocked out power to just a handful of customers on Brookhaven Drive. The homeowner there, Richard Starrett, says he heard that fall.
We were in the family room, my wife and I, and around 7 o'clock, we heard a crack where it cracked off, and then it came down, hit the wire, and the electricity went completely out immediately.
Luckily, crews were there working to restore power for Starrett and that handful of customers. But as you can see right here, we got that mess starting to clean up. You see these crews, 2 truckloads are ready to be filled up. Oh, wow, you can see how large that branch is that fell from this tree last night because of that lightning strike. We are working to speak with some of the homeowners there, talking to them about what they saw and if they got any damage. Reporting in Raleigh, Ali Kadlubar, WRAL News.
Yeah, they're doing some work there. New this morning, we're working to learn more about a shooting investigation in Fayetteville. This was the scene when the WRAL Breaking News Tracker got there on Winding Creek Trail just after 10 last night. That's an apartment complex off of Grove Street, and you can see police have a large area there outside taped off while they investigate. No word on who was shot or their condition this morning.
Raleigh police are investigating after a man was shot late last night. This happened around 11:30 at the intersection of Pool Road and Anger Avenue. Police responded to reports of shots fired. We know one man was taken to the hospital. He has serious injuries. No arrests have been made. Several people are being questioned.
Anyone who wants to get outside this weekend, enjoy maybe a state park and have plans for that, might have to change them because some state park locations around the Triangle are closed because of all the storm damage this week. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey is at the Farrington boat ramp on Jordan Lake, and parks officials say safety after the storm's a big concern for folks this weekend. Kelsey.
Yes, Jeff, it is. And right now, the Farrington boat ramps here at Jordan Lake are closed this morning. We're working to find out if they'll open them within the next couple of minutes or if they will stay closed like some other areas here at the state park. Now, Jordan Lake is about 13 feet above its usual water levels, according to state park officials. And you can see how high that water is from this video. 6 state parks are either shut down or partially closed due to high water levels and storm damage. Piles of debris now make it dangerous for people to go out on the water. Here's the director of North Carolina Parks, Brian Strong.
If the water levels are down quick enough, we'll get in there within a week and get things cleaned up. So it's really just dependent on how fast the releases are and when they'll take place.
We'll be sure to keep you updated on that water release process, as well as when all these parks can reopen. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live at Jordan Lake.
Wake County saw the worst of last night's severe thunderstorms and torrential rains. When the storms arrived last night, the rain came down quickly. In Raleigh, parts of Avent Ferry Road near Trailwood covered in water. All traffic here was diverted around this. And here's a look at Atlantic Avenue, another busy road. A real mess for drivers after days of rain. People who live in the area say this type of flooding is unusual.
Actually, this is the first time. I don't think this river has flooded before, but even like in 1 hour of rain, it's flooded today. So I'm a little worried about that.
As our crews made their way around the area, they saw impassable roads, car accidents, and even car fires.
A post office in Chapel Hill is temporarily closed because of all the flooding. This is the location on Estes Drive. The parking lot is covered in mud. The floors are wet. The building is taped off, and all mail is being rerouted to Carbro's post office. The town of Chapel Hill has created an online economic recovery center for flood-ravaged businesses. Officials are allowing stores in the hard-hit Eastgate Crossing area to start demo work now, with the permits to come within 3 days. Staff at the Chamber of Commerce say that they've been working one-on-one with owners who've been impacted by all this and address the problems and connect them with resources.
At some point this week, you probably got an alert sent to your phone about the weather. Severe storms, flash floods. Do they work? When emergency strikes, the best way to get people's attention is that little computer in their pocket. However, emergency alerts can get lost or ignored among the dozens of other notifications our phones get each day. Emergency management officials say striking a balance between life-saving notifications and over-notification can be difficult.
If anything, we can try to tell them to get to higher ground, right? So if they have a multi-story home, apartment, something, if we can get them to higher ground, they likely have a much better chance of surviving, a major flash flood than, being at the ground level and not ever receiving an alert. If we start to over alert, though, we know that folks will start to ignore that and potentially look for information in different places.
Nearly 3/4 of the counties in our state have an emergency alert you can sign up for. And you can find this story on WRAL.com to look for your county and how to sign up. Remember, when severe weather is in your area, we want to see what you see. Take pictures and video when it's safe to do so and send it to us at WRAL.com/reported. You can upload what you see there, and we will share your pictures and video on television and online.
Today, President Donald Trump plans to visit the flood damage in Texas. He'll be visiting several locations, and at least 120 people right now are confirmed dead after last week's flooding of the Guadalupe River. 170 others are still missing. Search and rescue efforts that have been happening in that area all week have now shifted to recovery efforts.
President Trump's order restricting birthright citizenship is on hold again after a lawsuit was granted class action status. The lawsuit seeks to protect babies who would be denied birthright citizenship through the president's order. The federal judge in New Hampshire who made that ruling yesterday also granted a temporary block of the president's order. The government has 7 days to appeal.
Zebulon's former town manager will now run for mayor just months after publicly resigning. Gilbert Todd made the announcement yesterday, saying he will officially begin his campaign next week. In April, WRAL reported Todd and assistant town manager Kellyanne Williams resigned within 4 days of each other. Todd plans to hold a news conference on Tuesday when he officially files to run for mayor.
Happening tonight, Raleigh police are inviting teens to take them on in a game of basketball. RPD is hosting one of its Raleigh Hoop Nights tonight at Method Community Park. The friendly game is part of Chief Rico Boyce's focus on community engagement. It will run from 7 to 9 tonight. It's open to teens ages 14 to 18. More events will be held on Friday nights throughout the summer. Representing himself, the North Carolina man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump is asking to go without counsel, what the judge in his case requires before making a decision over his representation.
And Weekend Best Bets. Downtown Cary Park is hosting an outdoor movie screening tonight. This is coming up out and about with our greatest picks just ahead.
And lingering cloud cover this morning. By this afternoon, hot temperatures and more sunshine. I'll let you know how hot we'll get this weekend. And I'll let you know about your storm chances as well coming up.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham, 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
Well, beautiful sunrise this morning from Sanford. Less in the way of cloud cover there now after some showers and storms across our area in the last night and into early this morning. They've now mostly moved out of the area. There are still some storms right off the coastline, but still pretty quiet now. Patchy fog in Roxborough at 64 degrees, Southern Pines at 71, Clinton at 71 as well, Goldsboro at 73 this morning with some lingering clouds. Watch for some isolated showers and storms by this afternoon. I think most places remain dry, but you can see we'll have some lingering clouds and a brief storm can't be ruled out. Highs in the low 90s, heat index values pushing over 100 degrees. Ken?
Happening now in the WR Traffic Center, just a minor crash to report right here on South Wilmington Street, but really and truly all the routes in Wake County really delay free. So let's hop to the east of Raleigh, give a live look at some of those major routes, 64 all free and clear. So let's stay to the east, shall we, and give you a live look right now at I-87 and Smithfield Road. Really and truly, it's very light traffic to report, but things are flowing along rather nicely. And of course, in less than 5 minutes, I'll have another update on your morning commute.
Right here with you, Ken. Thank you. Ryan Ruth has requested to represent himself in his upcoming trial. Ruth is a North Carolina man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump at his Florida golf course last year. Ruth made the request during a hearing Thursday. The judge in the case did not make a decision on whether Ruth's request would be granted. She said she would like to review the completed mental health evaluation from a doctor before she does.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in Malaysia today. He's meeting with the Chinese foreign minister to discuss ongoing trade tensions with China. The minister is expected to warn the U.S. against reinstating hefty tariffs on goods next month. Rubio will also attend the East Asia Summit and another regional forum, both gatherings for national leaders from around the world.
President Trump is now planning to put a tax on Canadian imports. The president took to Truth Social last night to announce a 35% tariff on goods from Canada starting August 1st. Canada is one of the United States' top trading partners, with more than $410 billion worth of goods crossing into the country last year. Before this, Canadian imports that did not fall under the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement faced a tariff of 25%. Energy imports from Canada faced tariffs of 10%.
maybe 30 or so minutes ago, I was looking at the U.S. futures, and we've seen an increase. At one point, the Dow Jones was down 233, but it's at 295, and I'm talking within the past 5 minutes or so, it was actually down 323-ish. So it's kind of going back and forth as investors are kind of, still doing their overnight trading with U.S. futures. S&P 500 down 39 points, and the NASDAQ down 126. I'm trying to see what the president's saying in the last few moments here, but I haven't been successful in seeing his Truth Social account. I'll try seeing if I can access that. But we'll be watching to see how the market is reacting in terms of the opening bell at 9:30 as investors begin their trading day.
Big summer concerts and some family fun in the park.
A lot going on around the Triangle this weekend. Let's take a look at your WRAL Out and About best bets.
This weekend, rapper Tyler, the Creator, will play at Lenovo Center. The show is part of his Chromacopia World Tour. He'll be joined by Lil Yachty and Paris, Texas. The show is Saturday night at 7:30. Tickets are still available.
Also tomorrow, you can enjoy a free festival in Raleigh City Plaza. The Summer Beat Festival runs from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday night. You can enjoy food trucks, music, even a cutest dog contest. And to cool off from all this summer heat, there'll be a snowball fight zone there. What?
Tonight, downtown Cary Park will host a screening of Shrek. Head to the park early to enjoy pre-screening activities for all ages. They'll have Shrek-themed arts and crafts over at the Nest Pavilion. The fun gets started at 6 p.m. The movie starts at 8:30. For more weekend fun, visit WRAL.com and search Out and About. And tonight, lower rain chances, so they should be able to get that movie in at night.
Yeah, some of those evening events,
Right?
all week long, they would have been in trouble, but tonight might be the difference right now. Grant Skinner over in the WRL Severe Weather Center right now. We've seen lots of that picture that you're seeing right now.
I know,
week, right?
I know. Thankfully, not as much of this over the next few days. Rain chances will be a bit lower. Our pattern's going to shift just a little bit. Overall, still chances for storms, but they'll be lower for today. This was from yesterday from David Culp. Thanks for sending this in. The low clouds as those storms rolled into Scarborough. And also Durham, you can see the beautiful rainbow there. A lot of low clouds as well as those showers and storms rolled in. And we still have a lot of low clouds across our area today. This is from Wilson. There are some brief showers to our east, but everywhere across the area is looking a lot quieter now. 74 Raleigh, Goldsboro at 71 degrees this morning. Durham's at 74, Southern Pines at 71. So a warm and humid start to the day. By this afternoon, it'll be hot. Temperatures in the low 90s. Heat index values just over 100 degrees. So below heat advisory criteria, but still hot. 102 Raleigh, 97 Rocky Mount, Roxborough at 101, Southern Pines at 98 degrees. So down to the Sandhills, expect just over 100 degrees as well. It's going to be a hot afternoon. So stay hydrated, take breaks in the AC whenever you can. Here's Futurecast for the rest of the day today. Maybe some brief showers this morning, but I think most everyone remains dry. And even into the afternoon and evening, this will be a similar story for Saturday, I think, as well. Maybe later in the day, some more storms on Saturday, but for today, isolated showers and storms will be fewer and further between, especially compared to the past couple of days. We can't rule out a couple of brief showers, especially late in the day. Then by Saturday morning, quieter with just a few clouds across our area. So isolated storms next couple of days, then temperatures will sit in the mid-90s by Saturday. Sunday also in the mid-90s, some isolated showers and storms possible. Higher rain chances as we head to the back part of next week with that front slowly working towards our area. We'll have chances for showers and storms, and they'll become less in the way of isolated, maybe more scattered across our area. So we'll have to keep the rain gear handy for the start of next week.
Some good advice. All right. Hey, listen, you're getting ready to head out the door. Really and truly, we've got nothing but delay-free, but we just saw this slowdown happening right there on US 1 coming in out of Apex. I'll check that out and let you know exactly what's going on. But for the most part, our major routes are delay-free, I-40 and Rock Quarry Road. If I-40 westbound is part of your morning commute, look at this. You're coming in from Gardner-Johnson County from Highway 36 to the Beltline, delay-free. That's Southern Loop, free and clear this morning. You're getting ready to head out the door, though. Tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3.
Offering condolences. The Sanford Farmers Market is helping to remember a Lee County family killed in a plane crash. How you can honor their memory this weekend.
Also requesting your input. The town of Morrisville wants to hear from you. The Public Art Project looking for community involvement.
And ahead on today, a new look at Live Aid on its 40th anniversary. An in-depth look at the history and legacy of the unprecedented concert that pulled together the greatest musicians from around the world for a good cause.
Also have a look at your winning NC Education lottery numbers on your screen right now. We're back with what's trending next.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug & Home.
It is 6:25. Here's what's trending. Local talent making it big pro basketball.
Plus a new Bieber album. Ken Smith here now with what's trending on a Friday, Ken.
Yeah, how about this? Justin Bieber celebrating a new album release titled Swag, which actually came as quite a surprise to many fans. The singer posted photos all evening to Instagram of advertisements of that new album. That new music started streaming at midnight.
And all the believers out there, they've been waiting on this one for a while, 4 years since he last put out an album. This is his 7th studio album, and the cover shows him holding his 1-year-old son, Jack. So Justin Bieber, growing up, he's a daddy.
They're all grown up.
Yeah.
See, that shows up in his music as well. So, hey, Duke alum Cooper Flagg making his NBA Summer League debut and showing out at the pro level in a much-hyped summer matchup against Bronny James and the Los Angeles Lakers. He helped push the Dallas Mavericks to an 87-85 victory over the Lakers.
Yeah, he called it a subpar performance, though. He had 10 points in the game. You know what the courtside seats went for in that? Bronny versus Flagg. This is a summer league game. $2,500 for courtside seats. Set a record for the
NBA
summer league.
All the way to the bank.
Yeah, exactly.
Ken, thank you. The town of Morrisville wants you to help out with the next public art project. They want to put sculptures in and around the town to reflect its character and culture. You're encouraged to submit your ideas on the town's Facebook or Instagram posts through August 10th. The concept that's picked will be the foundation for a future public art installation.
And warm and humid to start the day on this Friday. Going to be hot this afternoon. We'll track some hot temperatures into the weekend coming up.
Water woes. Mebane is allowing people to use water again after Chantal at a reduced rate. What we know about the efforts toward full restoration.
In a pause on parks, some state parks in our area are closed for storm cleanup. White Park officials say the damage could be a safety risk.